Hello, my sweet little artists. I missed you so much, and I can't wait to see your sweet little faces in 2021. Here we come. I am making a snow globe video. I have downloaded some examples, and please use your own. You can use your house, your cabin, a tent. You just do creative stuff and make more than one because these don't take too long to do. So we are going to first start with the circle. And these are the things that you're going to need. So I've got a piece of paper down here. Got a pencil, of course. We're going to start with a pencil, and then later we'll start with do a Sharpie. If you have a fine tip Sharpie, of course I don't have one handy here. A paintbrush, something to trace, a round circle to trace, or if you are good like that, you can do your own circle. It's always good to practice if you've got, look around and have all sorts of shapes. So, especially circular shapes. So look at your piece of paper and kind of see what size, diameter circle you would like and just trace that on your paper. I will be using this cool little soup can that I've turned into my colored pencil holder. And you'll need just a little tad bit of water, a little cup of water. You won't need a whole lot, so just put that off to the side for now. And markers. These are water-based markers. Any water-based markers will do. And you're gonna wanna pick specifically 3. I'm going to grab green, blue, and purple, but you can use 3. I wouldn't recommend using more than 4 kind of colors. Now, I've missed being in the art room with you guys, but these are, if you remember the term, analogous colors on the color wheel. They're close together, so when we'll be blending these, they'll blend well together. They're not going to get all muddy. Like if you did the warm and the cool colors and got those wet together, they're not going to turn muddy. So these are the analogous colors I'm choosing. You can choose any colors you want. Okay, so get your space. Get a clean, nice space. This new year, I'm trying to get organized and make it cleaner. So get your spot and let's pray, shall we, together before we get too started. Dear God, please look after all these creative artists. Give them confidence, give them boldness, give them a light that shines through in their artwork and beyond. Until we can be together, I pray for you. I think of you all the time, and I pray for your families, and I wish you health, love, peace, and everything good in this world. Amen. All right, so we have our piece of paper. Okay, so the first step I'm going to do is I'm going to trace my circle onto my piece of paper with my pencil. Okay, and now I've got a little organized. I put all my supplies in my mason jar here. So I'm going to take my pencil. Now everything we do it lightly, right? Do it light till you get it right. Okay, so I'm going to trace my circle. Okay, and you can do any size that you want. Okay, so once we get that circle, you can move that. And you might not be able to see it because it's so light. I'm a very light kind of drawer. Okay, so now we're going to do the base of the snow globe. So we go down, we're going to add 2 lines. We're going to kind of eyeball it, two sides. That's why you do it lightly. It's just so you can erase it really easily. And you're going to want to do a line connecting those. And I'll do it in Sharpie that you can see it once I get all my lines the way I want them. Then you're going to add 2 diagonal lines. I thought I had some snow globes that I was going to show you, but I know I have a Christmas one. But I used to have a lot of them. I have no idea where they all are. Then you're going to make these 2 diagonal lines go down. You can certainly take a ruler with this. You can add a side of the paper to make these lines so they're nice and straight. It's all up to you and how you like things. So you're going to take those lines, then you're going to add it. You're going to connect them with this curvy line down below. Okay. Now I'm going to erase this bottom of this circle that kind of hangs down, and I'm going to draw a line because a snow globe kind of sits on the base, and I'm going to go back to my circle and kind of tweak my the circle, because you want to have like a glass effect, and you want to have this globe look like it's sitting right on this base. So you might have to kind of tweak your circle a little bit, just a little bit. Erase any kind of like pencil marks that you have. And I like to, on this, I like to add another little line. So you're gonna have a circle within your circle. So, just because I'm always hoping for snow around these parts, we never seem to get snow, I'm going to do a snowman scene. And as you can see in your example, there's a snowman, but you could do trees, you could do a little house, you could do your house, you could do all sorts of things. You could put a deer in it, and I might put a deer in my snow globe, but I want you to bring these in. So this is, we are going remote this week, and then I'll see you on Monday. So I would like for you to start bringing these into class and let me see them. We could hang them up. We could even make our own snow globes. A couple years ago, I did this with the younger people. We got baby food jars and made our own snow globes. They're so fun. The only tricky thing is making your own snow globes is trying to find a good glue so that the water doesn't leak out of it when you shake it, because that's what you do with snow globes. You shake them. Okay, so I've got my image, or I've got my snow globe. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna draw in your snowman. I'm gonna do a snowman scene. So what I'm gonna do is do the snowman with the snow. Then I'm gonna overlap. I'm gonna put this circle. Now these snowman circles do not have to be perfect. So do not go around your house looking for perfect circles. You know, snowmans are lumpy. They're not perfect. So you just want one on top of the other. It's all about overlapping. So once you get to the top, you're gonna add, on this case, a cute little hat. You're gonna curve those lines for the hat. But be creative. I might have a bird sitting on top of my little snowman. I got these wonderful bird feed wreaths and like these cool little suet logs that go in a bird feeder, and just the birds have been so happy. And it's amazing when you slow down. I think this whole pandemic has made us all slow down and just appreciate things. So I hope you're at your house, not bored, there's so much to do. I feel like it gets dark so early, and my goodness, so much to do, so little time. So it's up to you if you want to put the little smile on there. Okay? And it's up to you if you want to put the little stick arms. Okay? So that's like the snowman. All right? And like I said, you could put a deer on the side if you'd like. So next step is to Sharpie it. Grab my Sharpie. Make sure I'm still videotaping. So you're gonna go over all the pencil lines that you did, okay? Make sure they're the ones you want. And we're gonna go back and erase all the straight pencil lines. This is where it's good to have a thin Sharpie, because my Sharpie right now is not a good one. Okay, so all you're gonna do is go over it. You're not gonna go through the snowman's, because I made that line for the snow. You're gonna just erase that line. You're not gonna go through it. You want that snowman to be in the front. He is the emphasis of our snow globe. Main direction. Okay, simply go around all your pencil strokes. And for this, you kind of want thick paper. You don't want maybe thin, too thin of paper. I have been ordering all sorts of cardstock, and that's what I've been using is cardstock for these kind of things, just because I don't want my papers to get flimsy. All right. So once you have Sharpied up, and take your time. We have time. And then this new year, I want us to take good pride in our work, not rush through it. We say that every year, but it's always something we need to emphasize. I want to show that this hat's kind of on his head. It's got a form, so I'm going to make that 3D. You see how I did that? I kind of made a lip of his hat, made it look like it's going around his hat, kind of adding dimension to that hat. Okay, I'm going to add a little couple specks in the snow. Okay, take your pencil, erase all your pencil lines, because that will make it look finished and nice and neat. The thing about Sharpies, they won't smear when you go and do it. Erase all that. So we're going to start with our markers now. These water-soluble markers are going to blend when we add our simple little water to our paintbrush. All right. So I'm going to start with my green. Now you have to be careful if you are doing a snowman, because snowmen are white naturally, and you don't want to go too far over to the snowman. So we're going to start, and I'm not going to even go all the way down to the snow. I'm going to go and take my marker, and I'm going to not go to the snowman, so we don't have to worry about getting all in there. We want him pretty white. So you're going to start at the edge of your snow globe and not even go all the way to the bottom. Go on to the other side. You go as high as you want. I've chosen 3 colors, so I'm going to kind of divide my sky into 3 parts. You can go over his little arms, okay? But I'm not going to touch my snowman with my marker, okay? I'm going to change my colors. I'm going to start with the blue. And I'm going to go right on top of my green. And I'm going to go right on top. I'm not leaving a layer of white right there. I'm going to go close to him, but not touching Mr. Snowman. Go on the other side, do the same thing. And when you do this, you'll notice that the markers kind of give like little streaks. Do not worry about that. Making sure I'm still taping. Still with me. Sometimes it cuts off. Okay. My markers are kind of showing some age here. Okay. So got the blue. I'm going to go with the purple. And go on the very top. Go all the way to the top with the purple. You can touch his little hat if you want. Get as creative as you want. Maybe I'll bring in the prize for the most creative. I know I still need to do prizes for the very beginning of the school year. I know. That was 2020. It's 2021. I'm more together now. Bring prizes. Okay, so I got all my colors. So you're going to want to take your paintbrush, any kind of paintbrush. Kind of wake it up with the water. All right, take the water, and you're going to take that and you're going to, all we want to do is blend these colors together, okay? So moving the water around. Hopefully we'll give a good gradient finish. Now I don't even know, think these are kind of washable. But it's supposed to move the green around, but it's not really moving around that great. But I kind of like the effect that it kind of gives over here. So you want to make sure you have quite a bit of water on there for that, those markers to move. The pigment is getting lifted off the paper and moving around. That's what you want. You can also, if you've got watercolors handy, you can also add a little watercolor to it if it's not driving well. And I just happen to have coarse watercolor sitting here. So you can always add watercolor to it if it's not blending well. Some of these markers, they're washable. Some of them blend better than others. I'm just gonna add a little bit of watercolor to them. So the whole basis of it is that you want it to bleed, you want the colors to blend. Then you let it dry, and I do have white pens. I'll bring those to class too, because white pens are hard to come. White gel pens. I'm all into these white gel pens and gold pens, so I'll bring these too, and we can add a little snow, some glitter in the sky if you like them. But get creative, and like I said, bring these into class or shoot me a picture of them. I'm interested to seeing them. And don't sweat it if, like, see how the color is kind of coming off of that. You can always add, once you kind of have to let it dry a little bit, but you can always go back and add more markers to it, and then just touch that paintbrush with the water on there and let it bead. You know, art is all about playing around with it. If you get too much water on it, your paper is going to start, like, the paper is going to start coming off, and that's kind of what I'm experiencing. So that's why I said thick paper. But have fun with this. You could even paint the base of it, you know, a different color as you want. Might do that a little different color, but just have fun. I want to see your image. You can put like 2021 in the middle, do whatever you want. I might pause here and put with a crayon, you know how it, you know how we've taken a crayon and then the resist. So before I get too crazy in here, I might go over the base here and do 2021 with a white crayon, bear it down pretty hard. Go over it a couple times if you have to, because it's hard to see the white. Then you go take your marker or your paintbrush. I'm just going to continue using this black, and you can kind of go over. And I can kind of see that 2021 So there you go. Make your own snow globe. Do you see the 2020? Yeah, the 2021's kind of shown in there with the white crayon. The watercolor is going to resist that. So have fun with it. I can't wait to see yours. Don't stress out if it's not going to come over. I might do mine again just because the markers didn't bleed as well as I thought they would. But you have fun, experiment, and don't sweat the small stuff. All right? Much love to you. I'll see you guys next week. Lots of love. Bye-bye.